Imagine this. The person you love most in the world hands you a warm cup of tea every single night, with a smile that used to make your heart flutter. You drink it, trusting completely, and drift off feeling safe in their arms. But what if that tea wasn't love at all? What if it was the beginning of a nightmare you couldn't wake up from? Hey everyone, welcome to The Spoken Pen, the home of true life stories. If you're new here, smash that subscribe button right now and turn on notifications, because these stories are addictive, chilling, and drop fresh every week. Tonight's tale is one of the darkest we've ever covered. A slow, creeping betrayal that starts with something as innocent as bedtime tea and ends in pure horror. This one will have you side-eyeing your own routines, questioning everything, and sleeping with one eye open. If you're ready to feel your skin crawl and your pulse race, hit that like button before we even start. Let's get this video flying. Share it with a friend who loves true suspense, and most importantly, drop a comment below right this second telling me exactly where in the world you're listening from tonight. Take a deep breath, turn the lights down low, and let's dive into the nightmare. You're not ready, but here we go. My name is Emily, and 2 years ago I thought I'd found the kind of love people write songs about. Alex walked into my life at a coffee shop downtown, tall, dark hair falling just right over his eyes, that easy smile that made everyone turn. He was a freelance photographer, always talking about capturing real moments, the kind most people miss. Me? I was just a 28-year-old marketing coordinator grinding through corporate life in Seattle, buried in spreadsheets and client calls. When he asked for my number, scribbling it on a napkin like some rom-com scene, I felt like the luckiest girl alive. Our relationship moved fast. The good kind of fast, or so I thought. Dates turned into weekends away. Weekends turned into him leaving a toothbrush at my place. And before I knew it, we were living together in my cozy 2-bedroom apartment overlooking the city lights. Alex was attentive in ways I'd never experienced. He'd surprise me with breakfast in bed, remember tiny details from conversations months old, and always know when I was stressed. That's where the sleep tease started. It was about 4 months in. I'd come home exhausted from a brutal pitch meeting, complaining about insomnia kicking my butt. Alex kissed my temple and said, "Let me take care of you tonight." He disappeared into the kitchen brewing chamomile with lavender and a generous drizzle of honey, his special recipe. The aroma alone melted tension from my shoulders. I sipped it slowly on the couch, his arm around me, and within 20 minutes my eyelids were heavy. "See," he murmured. "Perfect for my girl." I fell into the deepest sleep of my life that night, waking up feeling, well, not perfect but rested enough. Groggy, sure, like I'd slept too hard, but I chalked it up to finally relaxing. That ritual became our thing. Every night he was home, Alex would make the tea. "For you, Em," he'd say with that smile, handing me the mug like it was a love potion. And honestly, it felt like one. I'd drink it gratefully, crawl into bed, and black out. No tossing, no turning, just void. Mornings, though. Mornings started getting weird. First it was small. I'd wake with a mouth like cotton, head throbbing like a hangover without the fun prelude. My limbs felt leaden like I'd run a marathon in my dreams. Alex would already be up, making coffee, acting concerned. "You look wiped out, babe. Rough night." I'd nod, forcing a smile, blaming deadlines or caffeine crashes. But then my pajamas started looking disturbed, twisted around my waist, buttons undone that I'd sworn I fastened, sometimes one sleeve inside out. I'd laugh it off. Guess I'm a wild sleeper. But a tiny voice whispered otherwise. The bruises came next. And that's when unease turned to something colder. Faint at first, little purple fingerprints on my inner thighs. A smudge on my upper arm like someone had gripped too hard. I'd stare in the bathroom mirror, poking them, confused. No gym accidents, no clumsy bumps, I remembered. When I showed Alex one morning, tracing the marks with trembling fingers, he frowned deeply, pulling me into a hug. You must be tossing in your sleep. Stress does crazy things. Maybe we should see a doctor. His worry seemed so genuine, eyes soft, voice low. I felt guilty for even wondering. What kind of girlfriend suspects her perfect boyfriend over bruises? But patterns don't lie. I started noticing the grogginess only hit on tea nights. When Alex traveled for shoots, sometimes a weekend in Portland or a week in LA, I'd skip the ritual, brew my own plain herbal and wake refreshed, energized. No fog, no aches, clothes exactly as I'd left them. Coincidence? Maybe. But then came the phone call that cracked everything open. It was a Wednesday. My best friend Sarah, we'd been inseparable since college, texted, "OM you were on fire last night. That story about your boss and the failed campaign? I was dying laughing. We gotta do drunk dials more often." My stomach dropped. I hadn't talked to Sarah in days, let alone drunk dialed. I checked my call log. Outgoing to Sarah at 11:42 p.m., lasting 52 minutes. The last thing I remembered was finishing my tea at 9:15, kissing Alex goodnight, and drifting off. Over 2 hours gone. I confronted the blank spot in my memory like a missing tooth, probing it obsessively. When I asked Alex casually over dinner, he chuckled. "You were murmuring in your sleep when I came to bed. Probably sleep-talked and dialed without realizing. Happens. Plausible. Adorable even." But that night, lying in the dark, heart skittering, I couldn't shake the chill. What else had I done? Or said in those missing hours? The test started small, secret. One evening, I claimed a stomach bug and politely declined the tea. Alex's face flickered, disappointment? Annoyance? But he recovered fast. "No worries, love. Ginger ale instead." That night I slept lightly, naturally, waking clear-headed. No bruises. The next tea night I sipped half, pretended drowsiness, then accidentally knocked the mug over in the bathroom, rinsing away evidence. Morning. Fog returned, plus a new mark on my collarbone. Fear bloomed into full paranoia. I researched quietly at work. Incognito tabs on date rape drugs. Symptoms matched perfectly. Profound sedation, anterograde amnesia, muscle relaxation causing odd positions, next day hangover, bruises from limp body being moved. But Alex, my Alex, who held my hand during thunderstorms, who planned surprise picnics. Impossible. Yet the red flags piled up. He was getting possessive, subtle at first. Questioning late emails from male colleagues, suggesting I switch to remote work so we can spend more time together. Encouraging me to pull back from girls' nights, saying, "You need rest more than partying." Isolating me piece by piece. And the tea? He insisted on making it himself now, no help needed. "It's my love language," he teased. I journaled everything in a hidden note app. Dates, tea or no tea, symptoms, bruises photographed discreetly. The correlation was undeniable. Something was in that mug. But why? Revenge? Control? Something darker? The unknown gnawed at me during days, making client calls blur, deadlines slip. Confronting felt impossible. What if I was wrong? He'd cry hurt, and I'd be the paranoid girlfriend destroying us. No, I needed proof. Hard, undeniable proof. The night I chose was a Thursday in late October. Rain lashing windows like accusations. Alex had been extra attentive, back rubs, compliments, that intense gaze making me shiver for wrong reasons now. "Rough week, huh?" he said, stirring the pot. "This'll fix everything." The mug steamed invitingly, honey swirling golden. I smiled, practiced, sweet. Thanked him profusely. Took theatrical sips while he watched. Heart hammering, I waited for his shower. Then poured every drop down the sink, rinsing thrice. Cup clean, I climbed into bed, arranging limbs naturally, practicing slow breaths in the mirror earlier. Eyes cracked to slits, I waited in suffocating dark. Clock glowed 10:52 p.m. Alex finished showering, towel drying hair sliding in beside me. He lay still, listening. I forced relaxation, deep, even breaths. Minutes stretched eternal. He whispered finally. No response. Again softer. Satisfied, he exhaled relief, excitement, and slipped out of bed. Footsteps padded to closet. Rustling. He returned, different. Latex snap of gloves. My blood iced. He carried a black duffel, professional looking. Never seen before. Movements confident, rehearsed. No fumbling rookie, this was routine. First, the tripod. His expensive camera mounted, angled precisely at the bed. Red light blinked. Recording. Then phone flashlight dimmed low, casting eerie glows. He started with photos. Close face shots, peaceful sleeping drugged me. Adjusted blanket lower, exposing camisole straps. Click, click. Posed one arm above head. Fingers through hair like sensual dream. Click. Each shutter sound stabbed terror deeper, but I stayed limp. Dead weight. Notebook emerged leather-bound, pages dense with handwriting. He flipped, scanning, nodding. Checklist. Instructions? Phone buzzed once, twice, rapid fire. He read, smirked. Actual smirk in shadows, typing responses. Angled screen toward recording camera. Showing messages to viewers? Collaborators? File rows. More texts. Requests pouring in. Spread legs slight. Pull strap down. Add mark on neck. He complied. Gloved hands cold, clinical, reposition me. Lifted leg draped over pillow. Tugged fabric. Even pressed fingers into skin, creating faint red marks that had bruised by morning. All photographed, sent live. Chats praised. Perfect. Worth every dollar. Do the hair pull next. 20 minutes blurred into nightmare eternity. He uploaded batches to laptop. Hidden one. Not his daily files syncing to encrypted cloud. Noted details meticulously. Time unconscious, poses completed. Client satisfaction ratings. This wasn't impulse. This was business. Profitable, organized horror. Finally packed camera down, gloves peeled carefully. Leaned over, kissed forehead tenderly. Sweet dreams, beautiful. Voice loving as ever. Door clicked shut downstairs at 2:28 a.m. Car engine faded into rain. I waited, counting to 1,000 slowly, before exploding upright, gasping, tears streaming. Body shook violently from held stillness. House empty. Alex texted earlier about late client meeting downtown for cover. I had hours. Search began frantic but methodical. Bedroom yielded nothing obvious. Closet bottom locked case. Combination. Tried birthdays, mine his hours. Click. Anniversary date. Laptop inside still warm. Password same. What opened shattered me utterly. Folders by month, year. Emily_current. Thousands files. Photos first. Innocent sleeping escalated to posed, exposed, violated. Videos worse, time-stamped, him narrating softly to camera. Client requested vulnerable pose. Adding marks now. Me lifeless prop. But deeper folders. Lila_2023. X before me? Brunette similar builds. Session starting sweet, devolving darker. Final subfolder. Her gaunt eyes sunken, then empty after certain date. Mia_2022. Sophia_2021. More women 6 total. Patterns identical. Healthy early, deteriorating late. Final phases coincided with disappearances, news clippings saved. Missing persons reports, some never found. Business docs. Site screenshots. Dark web marketplace. Exclusive unconscious access. Tiers from static photos $50 to live-directed sessions $500 plus. Subscribers worldwide. Chat logs. Requests escalating, bruises, restraints, worse threats. Payments crypto thousands monthly. Recent threat froze blood. VP client shadow collector. Pushing for my graduation. Alex. She's responding perfectly to increased doses. Final phase viable within weeks. Permanent transfer possible for right price. Attached. Mocked up missing poster with my face. He wasn't just exploiting. He was farming victims. Drug document decline, sell off or eliminate when value peaked. I was next in line. Notebook confirmed precision. Drug cocktails tested. Benzos mixed GHB for deeper blackouts. Dosage logs tied to my weight fluctuations. Food intake notes affecting sedation length. Even client favorites ranked hair pulling top seller lately. Copied everything, drives, photos of notebook pages, teabag remnants for lab. Dawn crept as I finished, hiding originals exactly. Called Sarah at 5:17 a.m. voice breaking. She arrived 30 minutes later, face paling as evidence scrolled. Jesus. We're going to police. Now. We drove to station together. Detective Harris, kind-eyed woman specializing assault cases, took statement gravely. This matches patterns we've seen in multi-state network. Your evidence? Gold. T tested positive high-dose Rohypnol variant. Alex due back evening. Trap set meticulously. I returned home, wired my hidden necklace. Undercover vans outside. Plain clothes in neighboring units. Hard attempted escape chest all day. Alex arrived 6:45 p.m. Roses takeout tie. Acting devoted husband. Missed my girls so much. Hugs, kisses, stories about shoot. Dinner normal, terrifyingly. Bedtime. Tea brewed eagerly. I fake sips. Drowsy yawns. 20 minutes post-drink. He fetched bag. Gloves snapped. Camera up. Texts already buzzing, eager clients. As he posed, marked, photographed, whispering to lens about premium show tonight. Doors exploded. Police. Freeze. Hands visible. Chaos. Alex spun, face ashen recognition. Saw me sit up, eyes open, wired necklace glinting. Emily. Oh, you weren't. I was awake, I said, voice steel despite quake. Every single time you thought you owned me. He crumpled, no fight, just stunned betrayal. Cuffed. Led away, staring back, whispering my name like curse. Investigation snowballed. Raids hit 3 states same week. Accomplices arrested, running parallel studios. For surviving, prior victims located, hidden, broken but alive. 2 others. Confirmed overdosed, staged suicides. Network dismantled, site seized. Trial lasted months. Grueling testimony reliving violations frame by frame. Defense claimed consensual fantasy roleplay. I'd forgotten due meds. Jury deliberated 4 hours. Guilty all counts. Aggravated assault, trafficking, conspiracy, more. Life without parole. Recovery. Ongoing war. Therapy twice weekly, PTSD. Trust annihilation, body betrayal sensations. Nightmares of red lights, gloved touches. Couldn't drink tea years. Trusting men. Shattered glass. But Sarah never left side. Survivor group became family. Women with stories echoing mine, stronger together. Moved cross-country, eventually new city, new name, vibes without legal change. Rebuilt career remotely, boundaries iron. Now, for years later, something beautiful emerged. I speak campuses, podcasts, advocacy centers, warning signs, instinct trust, evidence gathering. Started small fund helping victims escape similar traps. And love? Cautiously, yes. Met someone slow, respectful, no special drinks ever. Laughs when I brew my own chamomile. Alex tried reducing me to commodity in darkness. But light one. I exposed him, helped stop him, turned survival into purpose. If anything here resonates. Odd grogginess, memory holes, partner rituals too insistent. Listen to that whisper. You're not crazy. You're alert. Get safe help. Tell someone. Document. You are worth fighting for. Thanks for staying with me through this darkness. Beautiful souls at the spoken pen. If this story shook you, hit like, share it wide, might save someone. Subscribe for more every week and comment below. Where in the world are you listening right now? USA? UK? Philippines? India? Your comments fuel this channel. Until next time, sleep with eyes open, friends. Good night.